Practice Perfect, Doug Lemov, with Erica Woolway and Katie Yezzi. 42 rules for getting better and better. I picked this up in a secondhand bookstore, and firstly, this is a great read. It is a truly remarkable read, and I think every person should read it. However, it was more than an interesting read that changed my mind around a lot of things. It was a catalyst for completely evoking massive change in so many areas of my life. And the 42 rules, and I'm going to talk just a little bit about the book and then its ongoing effect in my life. The 42 rules, and just to give context, Doug Lemov is a teacher. And he is a teacher's teacher, meaning he comes in, he wrote a book called Teach Like a Champion, and I've got Teach Like a Champion 2.0, the version of that. And he teaches teachers how to teach better, so that when you go to class and in class you have certain milestones or processes that maximize the outcomes of the teaching so that the students become better students, learn better, are more productive, instead of this ridiculous, that drives me insane, ridiculous idea that you just got to get through school, get through this class, get through this exam. Doug will talk about getting from, not through. And so in his book, Teach Like a Champion, he goes about all of those principles of teaching that mean that the teacher will completely transform the student or the child to be the best version of themselves. And in here, this book, I didn't come across Teach Like a Champion until after I'd read this, and I said I'm going to talk about how it evoked massive change in my life. He starts with rethinking practice, how to use practice to encode success. Specific ways of practicing or training, and we're talking education is practice and training, so how to do that in class, but also how to do that as a teacher. So I also use this as a soccer coach. We produce massive outcomes as a soccer coach. Our teams are always incredible, very successful, because we trained according to the principles of this. So if you're a soccer coach, read this. If you're a teacher, read this. If you're an employer, read this. If you're a manager, read this. If you want to improve your productivity and performance, read this. And then it'll evoke changes. And so it talks about how to practice, how to use practice well, how to analyze effectively, how to use modeling, the appropriate ways of giving feedback, of creating culture within teams and organizations, or within classrooms, how to help skills stick, and to make sure when you learn a new skill that you own that skill really quickly and you get good at it better. So it was all of these different rules that make how you practice more effective. Whether you train in an organization, whether you train as a sports person, whether you're trying to learn a new skill as a videographer, or whether you're wanting to learn a new skill as a writer, whether you're wanting to join a new job or learn in an academic setting, all of these rules and skills apply. And so by practicing perfect, you get perfect uptake of that information, acceleration of its integration into your life, and you learn much better, you become much better. Super awesome. That in and of itself should be a story and enough for you to motivate you to go read this book. But what it did for me was I did not know that you could magnify a person's talent so dramatically. I did not know that you could potentiate a person so that they can rapidly, expansively grow into a unique sports person, student, work person, and how to go about doing that. And when I read this, and it alluded to other books, such as The Talent Code by Michael Coyle, Carol Dweck, and Mindsense, it basically opened up an entire genre of books on becoming a champion, becoming the best version of yourself, training to become extraordinary. And so this isn't a book to read. This is a book to read, study, implement, and apply, and then catalyze reading more books in the genre so that you become a freaking rock star, and those people that you work for or that you teach or that you train also become rock stars, because that is what this book represented to me. And I loved it, and I'm so grateful, and I'm eternally grateful for it. Grab it, read it, and then grow into this area of influence as well.